Out of the car, there was a little bit of chaos because people weren't quite sure what was going on. And then a second bomb went off as we were getting out of the car. And we basically rushed into the building. Then a third bomb went off. We went up to our office on the 10th floor, and then now we're locked down on the 10th floor in our office building. And then a fourth and a fifth and a sixth bomb went off, and then we heard small arms fire in the street in front of the building.
And Jerry, I understand there's an internal note there from the UN saying at least one UN employee has been injured?
Yeah, there's a lot of information flying around, and I'm not privy to that, but we've got one of my UN colleagues is rushing to find out what's happened and see what needs to be done. But so I can't confirm that at this time.
Okay.
And Jeremy, so just walk us through what your sense is of the situation at the scene now in terms of police response, in terms of the situation on the ground right now. Sure. There's a massive. I'm looking out the window right now at a couple of armored personnel carriers and tactical teams, which cornered off the area where the explosion happened, and or at least what we're told is there's a gunman who's holed up in a small shopping arcade across the street shopping mall, so they're keeping the corner locked down. So I can see probably about 40 police, tactical or SWAT team type police right now.
So Jeremy, paint a picture for us of this area of Jakarta. I've been to Jakarta a few times.
Sure.
If I'm not mistaken, this is sort of an upmarket area of Jakarta. We understand that obviously the UN is there. A number of embassies are not far away. There are luxury hotels as well. We know there was a Starbucks which appears to have been at least maybe targeted in this. I guess we don't know, but it was certainly damaged by the blast.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You couldn't get much more central in Jakarta if you tried. It's basically right smack dab in the central business area. So you've got major international hotel chains all over the place. You've got the UN, the Japanese embassy is down there. So there's a big diplomatic, there's a big business community right here. So if you wanted to make an impact, you wanted to get some visibility for what you're trying to do, this is the place to do it. In fact, that's why I came down. So I'm based in Bangkok, but I've come down to talk to the government about exactly that. We're assisting the government on counterterrorism and transnational crime issues. Just happens to be interesting timing.
Jeremy, when was the last time you heard an exchange of gunfire?
About 20 minutes ago, maybe 25 now. So it's gone quiet, but it's maybe 20, 25 minutes.
And you say that you're helping. You mentioned having some focus on the issue of terrorism and the threats posed regionally, if I understood you correctly. I mean, what was your assessment of the threat posed by terrorism to Indonesia at this point in time?
Well, Indonesia's for many years background from Al Qaeda or groups, affiliated groups here. We all know about the Bali bombing that happened many years ago. And more recently, they've had a number of groups pledge allegiance to ISIS. They've also got, at the moment, it's hard to pin down the numbers, but give or take 500 Indonesians have gone to Syria. So there's a great concern here about returning foreign fighters, which is one of the things that we're talking with the government about is how to deal with the foreign fighters phenomenon here in Indonesia, but also regionally, because we have the same problem in southern Philippines.